Greetings, citizens of the internet. You can call me Nitro Indigo, and today I got an Elgato. Today being the 16th of September 2017. Of course, I know that. Anyway, I suppose I should test out this Elgato with Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. It was originally going to be the first game I Let's Played on this channel until I realised that I don't really think that would be a very interesting Let's Play. I don't really have any personal stories with this game. And I don't really like most of the levels in the game because it's not very well designed in my humble opinion, because like in a lot of early levels there's like lots of rooms that have no consequence and don't lead anywhere, and this game, it's not a very, what I'm trying to say here is that there are games I find more interesting than this. But I said in a video called Games I Would Let's Play If I Could a while ago that this would be the first game I Let's Play. So I'm sort of doing that, and this is going to be a one-off recording session where I just play one level of this game. The level in question will be the very last level, by the way, and so spoilers for that, and I might also be discussing some other things which could be considered spoilers, depending on if I remember to say them. Without further ado, let's begin. Oh, and I played this because I was rehearsing that pirate stage in Orange Ocean because I forgot how to get the switch in there. Oh gosh, I've forgotten where's the warp? Oh wait a minute, I can just go to the right, obviously. I'm expecting it to be like other Kirby game. I guess I'm not expecting it to be a Kirby game. Just the warp stop it. Okay, here's the place I want to be, Rainbow Resort. Specifically, the very last level of the game. Well, I just said that, duh. Where we have Kirby's Dreamland for some reason, which was the game in the series or this one, because if you didn't know, this is a remake of Kirby's Adventure for the NES released in 1993. Oh, by the way, has anyone seen Mr. Enter's like Let's Play Long Play channel challenge accepted? Because like he says in that video, in like his Spyro video to name one NES game with a satisfying conclusion, and I think the only NES game that would fit that description would be Kirby's Adventure, because we were talking about how games back then were meant to be played, not beaten and stuff. Okay, anyway, also, in that Games I Would Let's Play If I Could video, I mentioned that there were 4 DS games of my childhood, those being Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, Animal Crossing Wild World, and New Super Mario Bros. But last month I realised that there was a 5th DS game of my childhood which I've forgotten, and that was Viva Pinata Pocket Paradise, because I played it a lot in August, because like I was trying to get everything in the most efficient way possible. Well, in theory anyway. Like I was kept telling myself to get like the Master Romancer for each species one at a time, but in practice what I basically did was like try to attract all the pinatas at once, and it got a bit awkward. And actually I used to wonder how Let's Players would like concentrate talking about something completely irrelevant while playing the game, but that's what I'm doing right now. But anyway, like another thing I don't like about Pocket Paradise is like the big pinatas have like terrible routing. Like I had some chippopotamuses once, also known as just chippopotamuses without needlessly elongating the word. And they were just really annoying to manage because it was always said they couldn't reach their house even if they could, and like they're like probably the biggest models in the game. And like in order to get them you need to have like half of your garden be water, which is just stupid. And also, does anyone else think it's kind of weird how there are 2 Viva Pinata games with Paradise in the title? Because it just makes them sound a bit repetitive, I guess. Also, when I was a little kid I didn't realise that Viva Pinata originated with an Xbox 360 game, because I sometimes watched the cartoon, but not very often because I had no idea what channel it was on. I think it was Nickelodeon, I'm not sure. But like, also, because like in Pocket Paradise there's lots of like FMVs from the cartoon, and so it feels like it was made to tie into it. And I swear that they took like half of the flipping cartridge space on there. I mean, it's not like a very crammed game or anything. It's just that the aesthetics of that game were very clearly not designed for the DS, because like about half the graphics are digitized sprites from the Xbox 360 games, and like some pinatas with like lots of colours on them just look absolutely awful in that game, because the DS, the characters design, What I'm trying to say is that the graphics were designed against the technology, and there's not really any games I can think of that fit that bill. Like, for example, in like the old Pokemon games, you might notice that like in Gen 2, like most Generation 2 Pokemon only have like a couple of colours, like Chinchou and Lantern come to mind because there's like yellow and blue, and that's because well, the Game Boy Color could only display like up to 4 colours per sprite, and one of them was like white because they were always shown against a white background, or transparent, I suppose. Technically they'd be transparent, and some it basically one was a transparent colour which was also used as white because the Pokemon sprites were always shown against a white background, and then they used black for the outlines, which only left 2 other colours. And I can't really think of any specific examples of characters being designed against graphical limitations, but one thing that always bothered me about the like Game Boy Color Zelda games was that on Link's sprite there's just like these random, like on his hat there are these random beige pixels from the colour of his skin, and they just kind of make him look like a Toad from Mario. Oh, and I have beaten the final boss, by the way, just that door is always orange, you saw on the title screen. Oh, speaking of the final boss, well, obviously, I've played this game before, and this is the part where I talk about spoilers. Because, like, the final boss is Nightmare, right? So, I have this, like, headcanon that the Meta Knights who you see throughout the game as mini-bosses, and in this remake they play the Kirby 64 mini-boss music, which is, like, the only aspect of the Dark Matter trilogy that frequently appears in other games, for some reason. And I like to imagine that Meta Knight knew about Nightmare 2 and was trying to stop Kirby from repairing the Star Rod. As you can tell, he failed, because the game happened. But don't worry, they defeated Nightmare anyway. Anyway, I hope this was a good time. I hope this video was enjoyable to watch. Until next time, in my fully fledged proper Let's Play. What game will it be? Well, I know, so shut up.